Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Monday Morning Art Talk. I'm Steven Silver, character designer and teacher, dedicated to helping you learn about the art industry and living up to your potential. Whippy! Okay, I first wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope your 2018 was put into motion and you were doing something and hopefully productive as we're going into the new year. And just wanted to mention real quickly that I'm going to be coming to Portugal, Spain, and Hungary in April. I'm going to be coming to New York, San Francisco, Canada. So just if you guys, I'm going to start listing the international workshops already listed on my website below here in the workshops. The other ones are going to be announced soon to San Francisco, New York, and Canada, and even talks of New Zealand, Australia later. Okay, so what I wanted to discuss today, I think it's just appropriate. It's the new year as you guys are going to be watching this, and I always get excited about the new year because it's not that it's the time just right now to start setting goals and say, oh, I got to set my New Year's resolutions. It's January 1st. This better happen now. But in all honesty, you should do that throughout the year. But what you really want to do, if you haven't been doing that, well, now's the time to maybe just start saying, how do you foresee your 2019? So I wanted to share with you some things. I had been just jotting things down about different art talks I wanted to do. And you go, you know what? I really want to talk about the goal setting and how important this is going to be, and maybe things that I can advise for you to sort of help you maybe get things a little bit more structured. And as I was thinking about that, I was just, this is how the universe, things just work in weird ways, but I have my books at different places, and a book that I had written that's been out for a while now, since 2014. And I started just to read it. I just picked it up because I thought, what did I write back in 2014? And it was a book called Conquering the Art of Struggle that I wrote. And I go, what did I write? And I started reading through it, and I go, you know what? I'm going to read a portion of this today because it really says what I want to say. And then I think that's going to be, and then I'll elaborate on other things from that. Okay. So let me just start with this. So this is Conquering the Art of Struggle. I do have it on my website, but it's got a different cover. But this is the book. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna read through this because I think it's important. So maybe, I know a lot of you guys are working and just listening. So just here we are. We're just sort of listening as I'm reading here, just through this first, not chapter. It's just gonna be a couple pages. Okay. Life can't be 100% fulfillment all the time. It's a series of fulfillments throughout the many stages you will encounter along your journey. That's how I started off. My artistic journey has been a series of obstacles, triumphs, rejections, risks, experimentation, trial and error, rights and wrongs, and ups and downs. It is a journey that we will all experience, but all in a different way. I left my childhood country and home at the age of 10, immigrating from England to America. I recall leaving behind everything that had been meaningful to me up until that point. Friends, family, toys, and even our family cat. My parents told me we were doing this so that my siblings and I could have more opportunities that we may not have living in England. In high school, I ranked 19th for newspaper cartoonists out of 19 schools that entered a competition. I was advised numerous times to find a career in architecture if I wanted to make a living as an artist. I was fired from 3 non-art related daytime jobs. I dropped out of junior college at the age of 18. I was told by my parents that if I thought I would make it as an artist without a college degree, then I would have to move out and go on my own and get my own apartment and all that good stuff. I said no problem, and that was the day my life's journey of constantly chasing my desires began. I tried anything, posting art flyers I made in copy centers, painting store windows at Christmas, and once I was old enough, drawing characters in theme parks, restaurants, and bars. I approached retail store owners asking if they needed a cartoonist. I started my own t-shirt company that went nowhere. I called people. I showed up at places. I wrote letters. I read books on business. I was persistent and I learned how to take initiative. I was turned down many, many times, and all these experiences in my life were the catalyst for my drive, pushing through, finding new paths, drawing constantly, and practicing drawing non-stop. Through all of these lessons, one step at a time, I accomplished many great results, working for some of the largest art studios in the world, starting my own business in self-publishing, freelance work, app development, creating and building my own school, traveling and teaching all over the world, working full-time from my home studio, creating a wonderful family, and having no debt, and even buying $1 million home. I just wanted to be making a living as an artist. Whatever I set my mind to do, I did, or at the very least tried. There were no other things I wanted to do other than those I am doing or have done. I am living a life of no regrets, and I want to show you my thought process on why and how. And that's why I made this book. That's the real purpose behind this, because I want to show you how. Because, again, I'm 46. I'm not an old man. I'm not like I've been on this journey for 90 years of my life and I can say, this is everything I did and it all worked out great. All I can tell you is that I'm 46 right now and everything's kind of worked out in accordance of how I kind of wanted it to be, because I set my mind to do that. And that's what I can share with you. That's what I can help you, what I want to. I think that's what I want to do. That's my aim. My life has been and continues to be a journey of discovery, seeking and fulfilling my purpose. It has become a life of positive outcomes due to knowing what I really wanted, doing what I wanted, and in turn, being what I wanted to be, a fulfilled artist and teacher. All this has led to the writings within this book and why I wanted to create and share these thoughts with you. I have met numerous artists in my life, many of whom seem to be unfulfilled in their creative journey. I feel it is the same for many professionals. I personally believe that when we start on this path, we have great passion, a burning desire, dreams. This is what establishes the goals we want to achieve. These goals may consist of getting that job in the studio or the project we wanted to do. We may find that once this happens, we become dormant and stop setting these goals. It then turns into complaints, frustration, and the constant question of, what is it that I really want to do? This book is a collection of my trials and my personal thoughts about life as an artist. It is also about reminding ourselves of the importance of setting new goals, creating the passion and vision, and the courage and perseverance to ignite your dreams again. This book is written for you. And I'm just going to read just a couple little things that I wrote here too, just so that you see how it is. They're just kind of broken up into these little, chapters. I just kind of wanted to make it easy for you when I put this book together. This chapter is just life is a puzzle. Like a puzzle. My belief is that in order to be truly content in life, one must have multiple irons in the fire. This will ensure that you are not bored with one thing you may be doing or greatly disappointed in another thing that doesn't go through. In order to understand this concept, I equate life to being like a puzzle, built from acquiring many pieces and creating the big picture. There is a saying, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It is important to start acquiring the various parts of the puzzle, little by little, and start to piece them together one by one for the ultimate goal of finishing that puzzle. The real secret is to understand that you can't just complete one puzzle. You must move on to the next one and understand that this is what life is, one challenge after the other. This will create excitement and enthusiasm in what it is you do. Create the picture of your choice, your puzzle. Be patient, strategize, and create your vision one step at a time. This is a reoccurring theme in everything you do, like reading a book, one chapter at a time, finishing that book and moving on to the next one, playing a video game, completing one level at a time and moving on to the next game. Take a chance. Start acquiring the pieces of your next puzzle and be sure to enjoy the results. This is what life is all about. Embrace it. I could go on and on. I'm going to go on with one more. Bear with me, bear with me. Do the things you don't like to do first. Procrastination is one of the most common and deadliest of diseases, and its toll on success and happiness is heavy. That was said by Wayne Gretzky, a hockey player. I wanted to share a very useful formula that I have adopted into my way of life. Many of us suffer from the disease of procrastination, that part of our brain that intentionally puts off doing something that should be done. It can truly stop us from achieving many of our goals. I have found a solution that is quite effective for me, and that's where I'm going to stop. No, just kidding. Here it is. Do the things in your day that you don't want to do first. Make this a habit, be consistent, and you will learn its power. After you get the things done you least desire, you can do all the things you really want to do. Doing the things you like or want to do becomes your reward. You will feel more accomplished and more motivation will be increased throughout the day. It takes time and practice in order to make this a daily habit. So give it a try. Get the things you don't want to do done first. Then do all the other things on your list. You will see that you'll slowly start to accomplish more in your day and move that much closer to what it is that you love. So that's it. That's part of Conquering the Art of Struggle. I do have it on Amazon, but if you get it from my website, I will throw in there something a little extra special. I'm not going to say what it is, but you're going to get something, an extra little something special. If you go through there and I can sign it for you, I'll be more than happy. So Conquering the Art of Struggle. It's a different cover, just so that you know, but it's the same book that's on there. And so what I wanted to give you guys today, and the power of goal setting. Again, not just that it's New Year's Day, not that it's okay. First of all, make sure that you guys are putting your goals on your bathroom mirror. You guys brush your teeth every morning and every night, hopefully, and you can look at it every day, and you just start to write these things down. But anyway, these are going to be certain things you got to do. But what I want you to do, this is going to be an exercise for you that I just wrote down this morning, that I thought, what can I have these guys do? I want them to do something. I want them to partake. I want them to do something with this, okay? So this is what I want you to write down, okay? So you guys can grab your pen. You don't have to write them all down right now. I want you to think about it, okay? But I want you to write down 5 things that you want in life. Just 5 things. I mean, maybe you're going to keep going, but what do you want in life? Maybe you go, man, I want to have that white picket fence. Man, I want to have be married and have 2 kids. Maybe I want to, but what is it? What do you want in life? What is that? I want to be living under a roof. I want to have a comfortable house. I want to, I want to have food in the fridge. Whatever it is, write the things down that you want in life. Many of these things you may already have, right? So just write down. And why I say this is sometimes you start writing these things down and realize, you know what? I already have so much of what I have that really these next few things aren't going to be that hard to attain, okay? Okay, 5 things that you want in your life, all right? The next thing, I want you to write 5 things you need in your life. What are things that you need? Maybe you need a car. You haven't, my just getting around is so stressful and hard, and it takes me 2 hours to get someplace. If I had a car, I could buy more time for myself. And so that's going to be maybe things you need in your life. Maybe you need a nice warm jacket. Maybe you're going out and you're freezing your ass off every day, and you're like, man, I need a jacket. I'm so cold. So maybe you need a jacket, So what are the things that you need? Maybe you need maybe you need a website, that's something I need. How are people going to contact me? Maybe I need to buy some more pens. I want to start painting more, so I need to buy some paints in order for me to, whatever it may be. What are your needs, okay? All right. 5 things you love. 5 things you love in your current life. You, where you are right now in your life, not 10 years in the future, not things from the past. What is it that you didn't have in the past that you want, that you love in your current? What is it? Things you love in your current life. I love my family. I love hanging around my family. I love just kind of being able to go on walks in the morning and take my dogs for the walks. I love being able to do these art talks in front of you guys. I love teaching and doing workshops. These are things I love. What do you love? What do you love? Okay, and then the next thing, the last thing is 5 things you need to work on in your art. What are 5 things you need to work on in your art? Man, I need to work on getting better likenesses for my caricature. I need to work on getting better at construction. I need to work on, improving my gestures and whatever, my observation skills. What is it that you need? What are these things that you need in your life, for your art? You got to write these things down. You got to know it, because when you start putting this list in front of you, you start to see what it is that is even missing. Because a lot of the times, believe it or not, you're creating all this madness and chaos within your head of what you think is the impossible, and this is never going to happen, and how am I going to get that job, and all these 50 billion things in these scenarios that are rambling on in your head like just a wild horse just going crazy, and you haven't pulled in that horse and reined it in and trained it. And that's what you got to do with your mind. You got to train your mind. You got to let yourself know, what is it that my mind is even wanting? What is my mind even needing? And you write these things down, and then you may even have 20 things on that list. Good, write it down. Does that mean you need to do all 20 right now at this moment? No, you're going to start tackling one thing at a time and just let it happen. All of a sudden you go, oh my God, man, I've just been struggling with my character designs and coming up with things. What can I do? And you start, I'm having trouble putting my shapes together. What are things I need to work on those things? So whatever it may be, you put these things down so you know, and then you know what? It gives you a start. Because without a start, you're not going anywhere. You gotta just ignite it. Like I even mentioned with the procrastination, these things that you've been procrastinating. Oh man, I've been meaning to go to life drawing. I've been meaning to do this. I've been meaning to call that person. I've been meaning, and boom, 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 slowly. You keep putting things off and off and off. And what keeps happening when you put things off? More and more crap just keeps building. Eventually you're cluttered. Your life is cluttered. Everything's cluttered around you because you haven't written things down. You haven't started going through your list of accomplishments. You haven't set strategic goals for yourself and start going one thing to the next, and this is what's important. All right. I'm going to leave you with that. But again, this is the heart of a lot of my workshops too. This is what I do. I want to get deeper. I want to dive deeper. I want you to be writing these things down. I want to bring the awareness to you. I want to get you, you're up and running, because I don't know where you're going to go. You only know where you're going to go, but all you got to do is start taking initiative, start writing things down, follow this, and that's what you got to do. All right. Again, if you guys are interested, I'm going to if you guys order it through me, I'll be more than happy. I'm going to throw a little extra something special in there for you guys. But thanks again for watching, and make it a great week, and make it a great new start to this year, and just know that it's all possible. Know that it's a reality. Know that you can make this stuff happen. Know that it's going to be work ahead of you. Know that it's not going to be so easy. Know that there's going to be some thunder. There's going to be some rain. There's going to be some storms. And you just say, bring it on, bring it on. Just keep bringing it on. And not that you just kind of want to keep taking the punches. Like, these punches are just woo, woo, woo. And you just keep watching it just kind of go by you as it's happening. And that's the real goal for you, to just keep moving forward. That's what we're doing. We just want to keep moving forward. All right. Have a great start to the new year. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. And I'll talk to you guys again next week. Take care. To subscribe to my mailing list and stay updated on future workshops and events, please go to my contact at silvertunes.com and simply hit join mailing list. Until the next time, make it a great week, and thank you for listening.